George, thank you so much for talking to us. Appreciate it.
Thanks for showing up, Peter.
That's right.
I always appreciate when someone shows up.
You know, your part in Jersey Girl seems like it was written for you.
Yes, well, you know, Kevin said that to me.
Right.
I met Kevin a couple of movies
Kevin
ago.
Smith.
Yeah, Kevin Smith, sure. On Dogma, he did the same thing. He wrote that with my voice in mind, that cardinal who was really not but a hustler.
Right.
So I told him once, I said, listen, I can do more than just show up and be funny. People don't know this. If you need a guy to strangle 6 children someday, you give me a call. So this isn't quite that, but it's a sweet side of me that people aren't that familiar with, and I like doing it.
Generally, actors can't always do comedy, but comedians can often act.
It's true, and some of the ones who really stood out, I mean, Jackie Gleason, Don Rickles, and Milton Berle are 3 I'm thinking of who were
great actors.
Really good, yes. And I don't know what it is, I guess. Well, it's probably just the exceptions, a few exceptions.
This is a fun movie. I mean, I thought it was very entertaining, and I don't know what the critics are going to do to it.
Right.
But,
well, they'll find some flaws structurally because it's been altered. The first thing is you start cutting it for time, and then I think there was some concern about Gigli, the blowback from Gigli. So I think they did some things to this movie so it wouldn't be confused with it. But it's a sweet, sweet movie. Ben is fabulous. Best I've ever seen Ben Affleck.
A very different part for him.
Yes, and the little girl just kills. She's great, Raquel Castro. And
she steals the movie.
Absolutely, and she's a totally unaffected little child. She has none of that Hollywood brat stuff. She is just so sweet and open, and
she's like a small person who acts like she's 35.
Yeah, but so cute, so wonderful.
It's interesting you're making the rounds now at a time when we're talking about indecency, and the FCC is cracking down. Now we have a time once again of repression. Has history repeated itself? Because now you've got Howard Stern, station he's on in Detroit, just fined $27,500 for something he said in 2001.
Really?
But the FCC is now looking back retroactively to see what people said years ago because of Janet Jackson's breast being exposed.
I know it, but there are things that drive these, and the election year, the need for them to secure their base, not just to get the right wing to vote for them, which they'll do anyway, but to get them to work, drive people to the polls, canvass neighborhoods, do the envelope licking, that hard work. Those people need red meat. So they threw them, the gay marriage fell in their lap. And now Janet's breast and Howard Stern, convenient targets. They show in the right wing, they're saying, look, we're doing God's work here. We're trying to clean up the airways for your kids, your children. That's always the thing these people hide behind. So it's cyclical. It's happened more than just 30 years ago and now. There's a burp every now and then in the culture.
So you don't take it that seriously? It's just part of the cycle?
Well, I think the country is losing. What civil rights and liberties, that's really what I want. What civil liberties we have not lost already through the Patriot Act and through all the changes in criminal law because of crime being the big bugaboo one time. The ones we haven't lost then, we're continuing to lose now. The Bill of Rights is in shreds. So from that standpoint, it's not a very happy thing. But I don't care because I'm going to be dead when it all explodes. So what do I care?
When's that going to be? I don't mean when you're going to be dead. I mean, when do you...
Well, the moon is, the sun is scheduled to explode in 3 billion years. I'm really eager. I hope this is going to be covered by all 3 of the news networks.
We got more now. Actually, we got Fox News there, so there.
Yeah, well, yeah. Did I said 3? I meant the news network, not the 3 that do sitcoms. But anyway, the point being that I kind of divorced myself from having a stake in the outcome. I'm decidedly left of center because I believe more in people than in property. To me, that's the thing that makes you right.
You've actually said that you're not a liberal. You said I'm about being anti-United States. I don't like the way this country operates. You don't embrace the L word. You're beyond left or right.
Yeah. I mean, what I am is a person who thinks that the human race, for one, has lost its way, squandered its gifts. The great minds we were given, squandered them. And this country has lost its way and become a big mall. People running around selling each other cheeseburgers and sneakers now. That's really all it is.
Did it ever have its way, though? I mean, I think one thing you said was 180 years we've been going in the wrong direction.
Well, 180 years, we haven't had a really good idea here. We haven't had a good big idea in that time. I think this, frankly, I think everybody, just by being born, you should have the right to eat, have a shelter over your head, and the opportunity to go get some work so you can keep the food and keep the shelter coming in. That's basic. We don't have that. And I know the market system works for a lot of people, but I think Adam Smith's invisible finger sometimes is the middle digit The invisible hand, I'm sorry, sometimes extends the middle digit.
When you say you're not about liking the United States, I mean, people say, oh, he hates this country, why is he here, he hates America, you hate it.
Unfortunately, wordings and semantics can come back to haunt you. What I don't like, of course, is the direction this country has taken, its culture and its government. I don't like it at all. Now, that to me is the United States. So that doesn't mean I hate my country. I don't. This is the place where I'm going to get a chance to talk this way and get paid for it. I'm happy with that. But I'm very dissatisfied with what it does in my name. Overseas, to its own people, we don't care for our old people. We don't know how to educate our young people. Those are liberal ideas. I don't care about liberalism. I don't vote. But
you don't vote at all?
No, never. But my idea, not since McGovern, but if you dropped me out of an airplane and there was a line in the sand, I'd fall left of center because I believe in people over property rights.
If you're really against what we're doing in Iraq and against the way the war on terror is being fought, would you vote this next time coming around, given the fact that we may have a clear choice between someone on the right, the current president, and somebody who might handle it a very different way?
The illusion of choice this time will be more tempting for people. America has an illusion of choice. Thomas Rainsford Lounsbury, I think, he spoke on education. Someone famous and well-regarded, okay, you can't always cite these people, said this: Americans are given to feel free by the exercise of meaningless choices. The big important things, very few. The political parties, number of banks, number of oil companies, all of it's shrinking, number of media companies. But jelly beans, 32 flavors. Ice cream, 100 flavors. You can get,
more, bigger, better, faster.
You know what your freedom of choice is in America? Paper or plastic. That's paper or plastic, and then maybe cash or credit, and maybe window or aisle.